Do you want to listen?
Sure.
Greetings, I'm Oz. Welcome to Nightly News. What are you drinking?
I am drinking the blood of my enemies, or guava juice.
It looks like it's a pinkish blood you got there.
It's not human.
Your enemies with something that isn't a human? What is it? Penguin blood?
They've got a
Flamingo?
red dot on my head right now. If I say, they'll just take me out.
You're Indian? Oh, okay. My bad. Yep.
Welcome to Nightly News.
Yeah.
Oz, we've got a few topics to talk about this week. Why don't you just drink your vanilla Coke?
Smooth vanilla Coke. Oh, it's good.
It does feel good going down, but let's read some of the headlines we've got. Start us off.
All right, we're going to start off with something that everyone should be fearful of, is women doing things. Not kidding. So the rewriter, emphasis on the for the remake of KOTOR, which is Knights of the Old Republic.
Wonderful game.
Wonderful game. I never got into it personally, but...
If you love RPGs and Star Wars, it's just like your meth, coke, drugs. Yeah. Anyways, that's aside from the point. That's a really bad example. Games are addictive though. But anyways, about the writer, what's happening? You know how it feels, Oz.
So, yeah, true. Good point. That is what I do.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't do it again. So, the rewriter for the remake of Knights of the Old Republic, who is a woman who will go unnamed in this segment. Other people have named her, so just go watch Jeremy from the Quartering. That's what I do to get these anyway. She is a massive SJW, and, she has a Twitter account, as most SJWs do. Hello, Nathan. And, what?
You just say hello to me, implying I'm an SJW. Which
you have
I'm
a
not.
Twitter account.
Yeah, but that's for game dev stuff. I just retweet.
This is about a game dev.
Yeah, but this is political.
Oh, yeah, because games and politics completely separate nowadays, aren't they?
They're not. That's the thing, though. I've actually found that with my feed recently. It's just been all my game dev stuff is getting way too political. I like looking at people making pretty models and, cool tech and stuff, but now people are just overreacting.
It's funny, right? So, one of the tweets from this lady is that, isn't KOTOR your favourite? No, she said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, an activist who works in the video game industry for some reason as a writer can say that the game that she's working on isn't her favourite and what seems like she doesn't like it. Yet, the CEO of a company comes out like, I don't like abortion, fired. Meanwhile, I hate Star Wars fans. You're allowed to stay on. You know?
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
Would you like to hear some of her tweets?
Lay it on us, Oz. Lay it on us. Yeah, I've got no choice.
Okay.
Let me just get ready for this one. Alright, lay it on me.
It's not alcoholic, so it's not going to help, but whatever.
The sugar helps.
Okay, here's one. Some of the worst professional experiences I've had involve white women with internalized misogyny doing the work of the patriarchy. I understand it, but it doesn't make it any less painful. How disingenuous are these people? Isn't Knights of the Old Republic your favourite? No. If you want to hate Rey, at least be honest about it. You hate that she's a Mary Sue because she's a woman. It's cool, just be real about it. Again, disingenuous. It's like, hey, it's cool. You can hate women, just be real about it.
But no, that's not right. Because I don't hate Daisy Ridley for acting because she's a woman.
She's fine, just hate her character.
I just hate the character that they wrote her to play because she's good in other stuff.
Yeah, that time she played a corpse in that British TV show, she did a great job.
Well, she's good in 12 Minutes.
I haven't seen that. Oh, yeah,
the
12
game.
Minutes, the game. Yeah.
I knew that she voice acted in it, but it took me a while to actually realise that it was her voice.
Oh.
Because she did, a very American accent on it, and she wasn't too bad in what was that other movie she played with Tom Holland?
You watched that?
Yeah, I did.
Was it any good?
I went and read the book instead.
But it wasn't her fault.
No, it wasn't her fault.
Acting.
It was the writing.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you were given a script for something, and you, for example, in The Force Awakens, there's that cringy scene where Finn keeps holding her hand and grabbing her hand, and she keeps saying, "Let go of my hand." I'm sure she was like looked at that and thought, oh, that was.
No, I don't think so,
Oh.
man. I don't think so.
I reckon she was like. Oh,
Do you know what she said about when she's like, you know, someone asked her, hey, you know, what do you think about people calling your character Mary Sue? She's like, honestly, I think it is sexist and misogynist. I'm like, come on. There's male Mary Sues. They're called Gary Stews. And they exist. They are valid. No,
I just want to give actresses and women more credit. It isn't them that are making the issue. It's the stuff that they're like acting out, if that makes sense.
Yeah, true.
Like,
but they do make political statements.
Yeah, they do. People are always going to make political statements. They're always going to
One side will get fired for it, though.
Yeah.
Well, not even one side. Unless you're that side, you won't get fired for it. You won't get fired if you're on the left. You know, and you can be on the left and make a statement that's like centrist, and you still get fired.
That's why I just want to work for myself. Or for Shad.
Yeah, Shad's great.
Shad's great.
You can say anything you want around Shad. Well, I think I'm the only person who knows that's tested that.
Yeah, you're the only one that wants to test it, really.
Yeah, because I'm the convert. I'm the recent guy. I'm the new guy.
Even then, like, you can, and it doesn't have to be anything offensive. If you just say something about swords, that is like, when we're sword fighting, for example, when we like clash together and we do some like really poor swordsmanship, Shad will. See, Shad doesn't get offended by like political things or views. It's if you don't know enough about swords.
Yeah, I can be completely open and honest about all the messed up ideas that I have in here. And she's like, oh, okay.
And he'll like discuss it with you and whatever.
Yes, but if I flinch and accidentally dab while sword fighting, he goes off his head.
I don't know. What the hell was that? It's a natural response. No. I'm not as skilled as you.
You dabbed! Get out of here! Shame on you! We do not dab heroes!
That's an abomination.
If I say that machiculations might not be the coolest thing about a castle, he doesn't talk to me for a week.
You don't get paid.
I don't get paid that week.
Your contract's cancelled.
Here's some other tweets. We're going to go through all of them.
Okay.
Oh, man. The Last Jedi. Men screw literally everything up every time. Do we?
I mean...
Women screwed up Star Wars.
It's like, who's that really good guy? That psychologist who's like... that. Oh,
Which one? Was he the one that did the weird sex stuff? Like he's like...
No. He's really good. He's based...
John Peterson.
I think it's Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, he's a clinical psychologist.
Yeah, he was like... Okay, yeah, men screw things up more, but they also go to prison. They also have the highest suicide rate. Like, that's just an example.
Well, I see it a different way. It's like, okay, sure, did men create 2 world wars and, you know, the problem in Afghanistan currently and, you know...
If women were in charge, they wouldn't just... you wouldn't fight it out, they just wouldn't talk to each other.
Well, no, it'd be completely different, as everyone would be getting poisoned all the time.
Ooh, backstabbing.
Because here's the thing, right? And Jordan Peterson talks about this. A woman's form of attack is they attack your character and your, what's the word? They assassinate your character, basically. That's why all this cancellation stuff is the norm, because we live in a feminized, post-masculine society. We've moved beyond the need for being straight up and attacking someone directly. No. We have 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion people on Twitter and Facebook who will just say bad things to your employer and poof. All of a sudden, you have no job, you're out of the public spotlight. It's that simple.
Yeah,
it's easy.
And that sucks because no one's perfect.
Yeah.
And I am sure if people went back on your stuff and looked at all the things that you said in life, especially during younger times when you're making dumb mistakes, you'd get cancelled too.
Or even then, you know, like, okay, this, let's use the guy from Tripwire, for example. He's anti-abortion, right? So am I. So are you. So is Shad. So is Ben. So is most people who are Christian, right? You say, I don't like it when we kill babies. Versus you get a commie on Twitter who's like, oh, we need to eat rich people. We need to kill landlords. Perfectly fine. They hold up a picture of Chairman Mao or Stalin or Pol Pot. And they're like, look at this great, glorious leader. He just happened to kill 30 million people, but good guy. This is why I'm so angry all the time. This is why I keep yelling at you.
Guys, please fix the world so I can like have some burdens lifted.
This guy needs to sleep at night. Because I call him up when he's trying to go to sleep around 11 o'clock. I'm like, Nathan, 7 million farmers in the Ukraine were starved.
And then it hangs up and then just echoes in my head until the morning.
I don't give him any context other than that.
Yeah.
Okay. What else happened? Okay. Here's another one. The Last Jedi. Please listen to powerful queer women for once in your ding-dang life. Just disingenuine queer women power, you know.
Wait, so she's saying that... Wait,
Who's the queer woman in Last Jedi? Daisy Ridley? No.
Wait, The Last Jedi?
The Last Jedi. The Asian lady? What's her name again? Rose?
Yeah. Or is she... Or did she say it was good and then she's asking us to listen to...
She's telling us to listen to queer women.
Okay.
The Last Jedi is still effing amazing. Or still amazing. Effing fight me. No, it's not. It's awful. None of
What?
Okay, of all of these, this one I don't like the most. Okay. None of Star Wars toys or clothes at the Disney store are separated by genders. But I thought gender was a social construct. What's wrong with men?
What do you mean?
What's wrong with men wearing
the
women's
Star
clothes?
Wars section, and then you go... If you just separate everything... Oh my gosh. No.
No, keep going, Nathan. Let it all out.
I haven't. That was just a little
That was just
fraction.
a little off the top.
I think people need to be more tolerant of others. And that's on both sides. And some sides are more tolerant to the other because we have to put up with it. But...
No, see, here's where you're wrong.
Okay.
It's the thought of, okay, both sides. That's the thinking that got us here. It's like, okay, guys, it's not just one side or the other, it's both sides, okay? On one side, you've got, I can say a mean thing on the internet and you can choose to ignore it. On the other side, it's, I will literally end your effing livelihood if you say anything I politically disagree with. Which side is being bad there, you know? Sure, anti-feminist, you know, neckbeard, not me, I swear, someone else says something bad on the internet that's annoying, that might offend someone. Nothing happened in reality, right?
You just ignore it.
Yeah, exactly. But you say, I don't like, I don't know, the withdrawal from Afghanistan was bad, or something like that. Actually, no, everyone pretty much agrees on that one. But anything else, pick something. Pick something like Cara Dejoni? No, not that. What was her name? Who was the chick that played... She got fired from Mandalorian.
Oh!
Cara
Dune?
That was her character, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I've forgotten her name.
Yeah.
See, she's completely gone now. Where'd she go?
Disney just erased our memories as well from...
She got snapped out of reality, you know? Oh, there goes gravity.
Apparently she won't be coming back. I've heard rumours, but again, this is not a good source. Do not listen to my source.
They did it to James Gunn too, so who knows?
But yeah, no, I agree. Like, the internet, portions of the internet go into an uproar, and then companies take action, and then someone isn't loud enough for another issue, and then companies don't hear it, and then they don't do anything about it. And so it just becomes like kind of unfair and unjust for people who get away with some things, but other people don't get away with other stuff.
Yep. Twitter isn't reality, and Twitter is not a good representation of what the public want or think. It's
always a loud minority.
I'd say it's the antithesis to what the public actually believe. The absolute opposite of what most people want. Yeah. Anyway. And I think there was one more. Oh yeah, here it is. It's freezing, but hating the patriarchy keeps me warm. Oh, and it was in all caps when she wrote that, by the way.
You never type all caps, okay? I did it when I was 14 on Facebook, and I learnt.
Yeah.
You know, that is bad internet etiquette. I learnt that in IT at school. You never type in all caps.
Never.
Because it gives the impression of yelling, which is rude.
Yeah. Use your inside typing voice.
Yeah.
Alright, so... She hates The Last Jedi. No, she loves The Last Jedi. She hates KOTOR, which is what she's currently rewriting.
Which is like some of the best Star Wars stuff that you will ever get.
Yeah, not anymore though.
No, but like...
Because you can bet she's going to insert some queer women for us to listen
aliens.
to. No, queer women for us to listen to.
Yeah, I feel like I can deal with that if they're not the... Like, if I have no choice.
If they have a good character.
If it's a good character, sure.
Yeah.
Like, if it isn't... Sure, it can be a political statement, but if I get lost in the story instead, and I'm not...
Because always execution.
Yeah, execution's important. Like, there's been times where I've played a game, and I can just tell these characters... Like, they're forced into this situation.
Star Wars.
They're forced into these situations that... It's just not an enjoyable story or experience. It's done poorly. No effort's been taken into anything else other than we need this thing to be in here to send out a message.
Yeah. Now we're moving on to China. China.
This is a pop culture channel, guys.
Pop culture. We can't... Okay, look, this is part of pop culture. Literally all of this is. But because pop culture and politics have merged into, like, one...
There's just...
I blame the left again.
Just go read Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Out in your backyard.
Oh, dude. Not even Lord of the Rings is safe.
But I'm saying...
Did you see the stuff that they were doing for Lord of the Rings?
For the new stuff?
The Tolkien Society. The Tolkien Society had a internet like webinar where people were reading, where they had like an entire list of like who'd be doing speeches. One of them was about why Saruman was a queer and why you should forgive him from all the evil that he did because he was a queer.
Again, that's... Okay, what I'm saying is step away from all the stuff that's been coming out and just, for your own, like, quality of life, just get off it.
Like all the stuff that I'm watching with the boys and the one girl on Discord, because we can't really go outside anymore, none of it's past 2010. It's all pre-2010. Friends, 300, Band of Brothers, yeah. Hello, Discord friends. You know what to do. We've been activated. Okay. Well, China.
Okay.
Wrong. Sorry. Sad. So China bans K-pop fan groups, effeminate male celebrities based, and online LGBT discussion groups. Why'd you just raise your eyebrows just then? What are you trying to signal to the people?
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
They're really going for something here, aren't they?
They're going for everyone, man.
Yeah.
They're going... So, here's the thing, right? And Jeremy from the Quartering talks about this too. Well, no, it wasn't Jeremy. It was, who's that British guy? Imagine My Shark. Joseph Paul Watson. Mm-hmm. He was talking about how, like, while, like, men in the West are essentially dead, right? Except for Chris Pratt. And surprisingly, except for Clint Eastwood, China is just like cracking the whip on, effeminate, weak men. What do you have to say on that?
I don't have any...
Yeah, because you feel like you're under attack? I'm kidding. I'm
No,
kidding.
no.
There's a joke. There's
No.
a joke. You have a Twitter account and there's a joke.
China,
number one?
communist, not good. Freedom is important for everyone.
Yeah.
Like...
Freedom is important.
Yeah.
But don't you remember a while back when we were talking about a particular sniffle that was going on outside, and you said...
No, Oz.
And you said, and I'm going to quote, we just need them to hurry up and set up the camp.
Oh my gosh,
So they don't
Oz, you
have to
keep
quarantine
bringing this up.
in a hotel. No, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I'll go over the fact that I used to be an SJW in high school, right? But I want you to admit your biases, you privileged white male. I used to be an SJW. Now, apologise for saying this thing about the camps that I've reminded you about like 15 times already.
Here's the thing, I don't remember saying that.
You literally did.
I don't remember saying it.
Here's the thing, okay? I won't hold it against you, starting now.
Okay.
Because you are thoroughly blue-pilled and I'm slowly pulling you out kicking and screaming. I am. Like, let's be clear. I'm red pill Oz. As cringe as that sounded, I am. Okay?
Put that on a t-shirt.
Put that on a t-shirt. I'm red pilled. That's a new shirt I'm going to design. I'm going to design a new shirt. Oh, wait, hey. I haven't put up the video, and I'm probably not going to put up the video. Should I show them the jumper?
Up to you.
Look at this incredible jumper. Can you put this on for me?
Sure.
I don't laugh like that.
No, yours is lower pitched. It's more elvish. No,
Yeah.
Not goblin. Goblin.
Goblin,
that's
yes. I laugh like a goblin. I screw like a goblin.
But yeah, Oz made this.
Turn around. There you go.
Very nice hoodie.
Can you zip it up?
I
I don't care if you stretch it. I have to wear it later anyway, so I need it stretched. This corner thing.
Oh my gosh, this looks like a...
You look wonderful. I'm seeing double.
Yeah, me too.
4 Aussies? Can I borrow your glasses? We're going to swap.
Yeah, no, you made
So,
this
yeah.
shirt. This is really good.
Team Oz zip up hoodie. It's how comfortable is it?
Yeah, it's nice and
Probably
soft.
pretty bloody hot since you're wearing a gambeson underneath it.
Yeah, but it's pretty cold today.
Yeah. Do you
Are
feel
these going to be for sale at all? Or
they're
just...
for sale? They are for sale.
Are they on Chad's store?
Yes, they are.
Right now.
We'll put a link in the description below. Look, guys, I won't lie to you. It's bloody expensive. It's like $67. But here's the thing: if you're serious about joining Team Oz, money shouldn't be important to you. Because the tenets of Team Oz are this: be generous, especially to me. Don't be so attached to materialism, unless it's that jumper, and love freedom, unless it interferes with my own. And so there you go.
With
Those
this gambeson, I look like Ben.
Let's put a pillow under your jumper, though. We
yeah.
love you, Ben. You're a big boy, man. Okay, so yeah, back to China.
Okay.
China. Did I say you could take that off? No, okay. Go ahead, take it off.
Team Oz.
Oh yeah. Hey, you want to talk some bloody news? Let's talk about the Team Nathan stuff they put on
Oh.
Discord. Now, guys, we love you. But oh my.
Oh no.
You know how like when you're a kid and you make like your parents like a mug with clay at school for like Father's Day or something?
I feel a lot lighter now. Anyways, yeah, no,
All,
I get
that
what you're saying.
all the cool swag was weighing you down?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Anyway, the Team Nathan stuff looked great. So yeah, China bans K-pop fan groups based, effeminate male celebrities based, and LGBT discussion groups.
I'm just wondering, like, so do they go through all the feminine actors and just ban them?
They basically, well, I mean, there's been a bunch of actors and celebrities in China disappearing over the past few years, like the girl who played Blink in X-Men Days of Future Past. She just disappeared. Wonder where she went. Probably to camp somewhere. And not coming back. Yeah, they banned K-pop fan groups off of the Chinese version of Twitter. And probably off the Chinese version of YouTube as well. Yeah. And then they banned the online LGBT discussion groups from Chinese Twitter as well. And probably from Chinese YouTube and just Chinese internet in general.
Yeah.
They're very efficient about their censorship. Yeah, so none of that's good because freedom of speech is very important.
And they're just constraining it more and more.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's going to get to the point where it's going to be...
They'll give you a list of things that you can say. Everything else is haram.
Yeah. Right now, they're saying stuff you can't do, but it's just going to be only the stuff that you can do.
Yep. The clock struck 13. That's the first line from 1984. And so because I quoted literally just the first line, you can assume I didn't read the rest of the book. You're correct. Okay.
He put it down.
Yeah. So anything else to say about China? Xi Jinping looks like Pooh Bear. They have death camps for Uyghur Muslims. They do...
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Both you and Shad have... yeah.
You have nothing to say?
Listen to the... Oh, because you guys have already said it all.
We have not.
Okay, you haven't
There's
said
plenty
all
to
of
say.
it. There's plenty to say.
Yes.
But...
Screw you commie bastards.
That's...
Communism is the greatest evil humanity ever invented. So if you're a communist, be ashamed of yourself. Alright, moving on from that.
Yeah.
Could you agree with that
Oh,
statement?
good. I will.
Agree with the statement now. Okay. Okay, PlayStation 5 trailers.
Yes.
They had some stuff.
Yeah, they announced a few games. Well, most of these games already knew that were in the works. We got Spider-Man 2. We got an announcement for a Wolverine game. which
Who cares?
I'm like, I do, but also I'm not going to care until I see gameplay, and then I'm like, oh, okay. But Spider-Man
Spider-Man was so much fun.
is so good.
PS4 Spider-Man
Yeah.
was incredible.
Dude, I got on PS5, and they've done updates to it. Well, no, I got the remastered version, so I got the younger Peter, which looks kind of weird.
Did you get Miles Morales?
Yeah, that too.
Was that good?
Good. It's a short game, but it's a good game, especially with the controller.
Good game. It's a short game.
Yeah. It's and Spider-Man 2, I'm so excited for because it's got Venom in it. It's got what's
Electro?
his face?
Craven.
Craven. Yeah.
Craven the Hunter.
So I'm keen, but it's not coming out till 2022. And the same with a lot of these games. I was saying to Oz that these trailers were kind of like the stuff they should have shown at the E3 week, but they didn't have time, so they didn't do it. But also, nothing's coming out this year. So why did you show me this now when you could show me later?
Oh, none of those are coming out this year.
Yeah, they're all, like everything's delayed till next year or the year after.
Yeah.
It probably will get delayed even more.
When's Spider-Man 2 coming?
2022.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. We're only pretty close to that now, aren't we?
Yeah, but they don't say when in 2022. It could be another year.
Hope it doesn't get delayed like everything is being these days.
I don't think it will because that studio is pretty good. Like they've
What are they called again?
Insomniac.
Insomniac,
So
that's right.
they did Spider-Man, and then they did Miles Morales, as well as Ratchet and Clank.
Didn't they also do Killzone?
No, that's a different studio.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I swear they did stuff before Spider-Man, though.
Yeah.
Oh, what did they do, do you know?
Yeah, they did Sunset Overdrive.
Yep. Oh, did they do Infamous?
No.
Jeez,
Oh,
I'm getting a lot of misses here, aren't I?
They might have. No, I think that was a different studio. I think
Didn't they do Infamous Second Son?
they might have done Second Son. Maybe I'm gonna just fact check that right now.
Thanks. We're gonna have facts checked by the fact checkers. Hopefully they don't get debunked. I get fact checked all the time on Facebook, and it's so much fun because I send back messages, and they're not polite.
Different developer.
Oh, really?
Sucker Punch.
Oh, okay. Huh.
But they're a good studio. Like, there's been some things coming around it with certain topics, that are happening in the games industry in regards to people speaking out about certain things.
Yes. People should speak out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
People
is
should blow
important.
the whistle.
But overall, they make really good games.
Yeah.
And they've got some really cool tech, and they've done some really good work, and they're just a really good AAA studio. I think they're getting close up to where Naughty Dog is in regards to standards of quality.
Naughty Dog is a good dog.
Yeah. But with that as well, so we got those games. Also got the new God of War Ragnarok trailer.
Yep, where they personally modelled Thor after yours truly.
But there was actually some backlash for that.
Why?
Because people were mad that they reused the same animations for getting in the boat as they did in the last game.
But it's a follow-on.
Yeah, but they're like lazy devs using the
It's
same
not
stuff.
lazy devs, it's a shortcut.
I know.
It's like, okay, you want them to just redo the whole thing with the
it'll
different
take another
animations?
5 years.
Yeah.
So
No, you have to redo every single asset. We want complete recreations. You can't do anything.
it's like trying to make or having to buy a camera each time you want to film something.
Like having to grow a completely new Tom Cruise every time you want to make a Mission Impossible.
So
And I mean, they do that, right? But but it's expensive.
the thing that annoys me with that, though, okay, because everyone knew it was a dumb comment, but it got so much traction that everyone's talking about it now.
It's the dumbest ideas that get spoken the most nowadays.
Yeah, it really. So, the guy who talking about it, he had no comprehension at all, and it was funny because I think he was like more leaning towards Xbox, and then people were showing examples of like in Halo and in Gears of War, where like the sequels use the exact same animations and mechanics and stuff as previous. games.
different. Did he say anything like that?
I don't think he replied to them. He just
Oh, yeah,
replied
of
to
course.
all the others. But yeah, so there's backlash with that, but everyone's just telling people to shut up because you make a video game. It's bloody hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we also got the Uncharted Legacy coming out on PS5 and PC, which makes me kind of mad because I bought a PS5.
PC? PC.
It's coming out on PC. Uncharted
Nice.
4 and the DLC coming out on PC, so you can get it 4K, 60 FPS, maybe 120, like really good stuff.
Yep.
I was kind of mad because when I bought a PS5, I got the PS Plus, which gives me a whole bunch of like stuff from the library, and part of that was Uncharted 4. So on my PS5, I was playing the PS4 version, which still was a really good game. Looks amazing, but it was on a locked frame rate, and so it wasn't as good of an experience as I would have on PC. But it's good that Sony's exporting all these games to PC, but it makes me mad that they're more classics. So by the time I actually buy a PlayStation and play the game, then the better version's out. And so,
When's Bloodborne coming to PC? I want Bloodborne. I want to play Bloodborne.
They were talking about it.
They're talking
There's
about
been rumors.
it? Get on it, Sony.
I reckon the people who did Demon Souls will either do a Dark Souls or a Bloodborne.
I want Demon Souls on PC too. Those are my two demands. I will take hostages.
But no, I think Sony's...
Nathan, I will execute this man unless they put Demon Souls and Bloodborne onto PC. You have 24 hours to respond. No cops. Sorry to take your hostage there for a minute. To be fair, I've been taking this whole show hostage.
Yeah, jeez.
Right.
But yeah, so aside from that, I think there was this trailer called Forspoken.
Forspoken.
It was with the black chick.
Oh, yes.
I showed you.
Wait, a black chick in a video game in
Yeah.
2020? Come on. Wait, we're 2021?
Yeah, we're 2021.
Yeah, come on. They don't put black women into video games. If anything, they need to put more black women into video games because they're vastly underrepresented in video game characters.
Can I just tell you a nice sweet moment I had?
A what? A dream you had?
Nice sweet moment I had.
What was the sweet moment?
So I was showing my wife these trailers because I like to show things that I'm interested in. And I was like, you know what, next year you can buy this game for me for Christmas. And I showed her this game. And the one cool thing about it was that Kayla saw it and she was like, she looks like me. She has my hair.
Oh yeah, she was like mulatto sort of.
Yeah, like she was excited because it was... And, okay, here's the one thing that kind of... I was thinking about this as well. If you reference her compared to, like, everyone else, she looks like just a normal black woman.
Well,
But,
she's like mixed.
Yeah, mixed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she looks like a normal person. Like, she's not overly...
You're sounding very defensive here, Nate.
No, like, not... No, I'm trying to show an example. Compared to Uncharted, where you look at Nathan Drake, okay?
Who looks like Nathan Fillion.
Like, who just looks like he's a sexy man.
I mean, he kind of looks like an average dude. I'd call, who's the guy who plays Geralt?
Oh, yeah. What's his face? I know, yeah. Superman.
Yeah, he's basically the base model they base all other Chads off.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
That's a sexy man.
Yeah, that is. What I'm trying to say is, Kayla looks at this character of this girl
Yep.
and sees herself in her because...
Okay.
Yeah, and then I see all the white males, and I'm never going to have their build or their beard.
Dude, you have more in common with Nathan Drake than you do with Henry Cavill. That is meant as a compliment.
I know, I'm just trying to think of how.
I mean, just build. You're both lively, you know.
I guess so.
Okay, maybe I should change that too. You have more in common with PS4 Spider-Man Peter Parker
Okay, yeah.
than you do with Nathan Drake.
No, that's cool, because I relate to that. And that was a really good game, because I just saw myself in him.
Well, just same thing. Thor, God of War, Ragnarok.
You see yourself?
I see myself in Thor.
Yeah.
I see my dad in Kratos.
Yeah.
Just because of how yelly he is.
Yeah. But no, like, I'm not trying to say that I don't have any representation in games. Well, my wife does, because this is the first game she's looked at and gone, this is a character that I can, like, easily project myself onto. But it'd be cool if... Obviously, it's going to be fantasy games. People want to play fantasy and play things that they can never play in real life. But to see character models that aren't beautified, that, like, you know, are stylized to the point where, like, they're attractive. I would like to see more realistic people.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't, because here's the thing, right? A video game is an art form, just like a movie. There's a reason they put beautiful people into movies.
Yeah.
Because they're pleasant to look at, right? There's a reason you come to YouTube to see the uggos, okay? Like, if it's an art form, you want an idealized, not perfect, but damn
I
near
understand
close,
that. Yeah.
you know?
I just thought I'd bring it up to kind of discuss, like, is there a way?
But here's the thing, that realistic is a subjective thing, right? Like, look at, I don't know, let's say, what do you call it? He-Man, right? He-Man, the newest He-Man. They said that roided up lesbian was a realistic female.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No female has a reach span of like 2 basketball fields. Okay. No female has shoulders bigger than mine, right? Except for maybe Ronda Rousey. She was just too big, right?
Yeah.
And then all the cancelled Squirrel Girl from Marvel. Big woman.
Yeah.
Like, that's not realistic. And so for them to be like, oh, look at Mass Effect Androgynous. Andromeda.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Like they went from Liara to Sony to the chick from Mass Effect Androgynous, the blue lady, who is voiced by Natalie Dormer. If they just used Natalie Dormer's face on the blue lady, I would have bought that game 15 times over. Okay? Because I like Natalie Dormer. What was the point here? Oh yeah, my point is, like, look at anime. You like anime. You do like anime.
I have my animes that I do enjoy. Yep.
How many?
A handful.
A handful? Can you name 5 of them? If so, that's too many.
I can't name 5
And that
of
makes you a weeb.
them. I can't name 5 of them.
Have you seen more than 5 different animes?
In my lifetime, yes.
Okay, you're a weeboo. And there's nothing wrong with
And
that.
I had a stage where I kind of was. But right now, I can probably name 1 or 2.
Okay.
And one of them is Pokemon.
Oh yeah, well, fair enough. That's a staple,
Yeah. But no, all I was trying to say was that it'd be cool to see... I mean, and then again, I think of... if, for example, Nathan Drake... He has to be big, he has to be buff, he has to be strong because of the stuff that he...
Well, he's not buff. He's a regular...
Fit.
He looks like a regular dude to
He's
me.
fit. He's fit,
He's
okay?
relatively fit.
And he needs to because of the stuff you do in the game.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool to see in, like... I think of the, like, more AA indie stuff. Cool to see more regular people as, like, the main characters.
Okay.
So, see a character, and he's not just some skinny, lanky dude, but maybe he has a bit of pudge of him. Maybe he's got a big
Yeah,
chin.
but that kind of person can't be an action hero, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you
It's like, I was watching Band of Brothers the other day.
Uh-huh.
These guys could run up and down a mountain in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
5 miles up, 5 miles down. 15 minutes, right? They weren't pudgy.
Yeah.
They weren't walking around like they'd just nursed a bloody quarter pounder, okay? It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't run 10 miles in 15 minutes. I can walk 3 kilometers in about 20 minutes, okay? And even then I'm going to get Warhammer. Like,
Yeah.
so that, like, it just doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
I know. I'm just... And that
Like,
has...
even Spartans in Halo 3 don't sprint, and they're built.
Yeah. I agree with all that, Oz, because I did think about all that, because, it doesn't make sense to have someone more pudgy doing all those activities. So, what I'd like to see is games come out that aren't related to, like, that. Like, I want to see more diverse games.
If they did Chubby Spider-Man, I wouldn't mind. That would be pretty funny. Like, I'd play Chubby Spider-Man.
Or, like, a middle... Like, in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
When the older Spider-Man comes and he's, like, a bit bigger. I would love to play a game of, like, a middle-aged, midlife crisis Spider-Man.
Wow.
That would be such a good game.
Set in 2021, you'd have all the feminists tearing him down. Spider-Man's put on weight. Body positivity, though.
He's divorced. He has, like, a bad diet. He's doing, like... I don't know. I find it more enjoyable to watch imperfect characters, like, improve themselves in a story
Yep.
than to, start off with a character who can just do everything.
That's good. No, I agree with that. Sorry to whittle you down to this.
Just-
But I pressed a bit too far there. Yeah, no, have your opinion. Yeah, fair enough. I just prefer... I want to go back to the days where, like, The Witcher 3, where Triss and Yennefer and Ciri, even though they were made of pixels... They gave me something to look at that was pretty.
And you know what? There's room in the industry to have that.
Not anymore.
But no, there is. There still is.
No, there's not. You're wrong.
I'm just like, there's still room, guys, okay? Games are still going to be made like that. I personally would just like to see... I mean, I want those games as well. Because I like looking at pretty things. That's why I go home each night.
Hey, if you didn't say it, I was going to say it.
But also would like to see more diversity in, like, the stories that are told in games, basically.
Guys, low-key, his wife is beautiful. Way out of your league, buddy. He is so lucky.
That's the first thing I said to me. He
When
was
I
like,
first saw Carl, I'm like, dude, you're punching way above your weight.
How did you get her?
How? I want to know how. Because here's the thing. I'm not going to say who, Ben. People have told me about what you were like when you were dating.
Well, that's a bit one-sided, isn't it? Because
It is
from the other
one-sided.
person's side.
So, you know what? I've decided I don't believe it. You pulled Kayla, so this man's a pimp, in my opinion.
You just got to be nice.
No,
Like,
you don't want to do that. You want to be a bit of a dick.
No.
Not too much.
No.
A little bit.
No.
No, a little bit.
No.
Treat him mean, keep him king.
No. Because girls get sick of that.
Yeah, that's why you do it initially.
You stand. No, I didn't.
You have that defensive little... You have that little shield in
I
front
was
of you.
just a genuine dude.
Yeah, he is pretty genuine.
That's
Look at this
how-
man. Look in the camera. Look at this man. Genuine man.
Thanks.
And
Oz.
he's pulling it. Holy crap. Anyway, let's move on. What were we on? We were just on China. We did PS5.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chungus Thor. Okay, Battlefield 2042. You seen any gameplay of that?
I haven't seen the gameplay. No.
Some gameplay come out. It's looking meh, you know.
Look up Battlefield 4.
Like, looks like Battlefield 4.
Does it?
It looks like Cottlefield 4. You know, it looks a bit like COD. Plays a bit too fast for my taste.
Like the newer CODs, like
Yeah.
Modern Warfare.
Yeah, plays a bit like Modern Warfare 2021. 2020? One of the two. Plays a little bit too fast for my taste with all the reload animation. Like, you know, it just like...
That's so hard to do though.
Yeah,
To
true.
get that right. To get that right. That's all.
Well, Battlefield 4 was great. It's just like... You know, it's like 4-second reload. I like that. I don't like... Done, you know? I don't like them assembling a gun like a Chinese
I haven't
factory
seen
worker.
it, so I would
Yeah.
like to take a look and...
One thing they are doing, and you can comment on this, is they are... so you've played Battlefield 4, right?
Yeah.
You know how they've got the class system?
Yeah.
They're changing it so they're heroes instead. Yep. So you know what that means?
Dota.
They're going to be selling us heroes. Yep.
Yeah, that did really good for Rainbow Six Siege, so I'm not surprised they're picking that up.
That's why they're doing it, yeah.
Yeah, because that will make the game last for another like 8 years.
Yep. So, I mean, to be fair, if the heroes weren't so expensive each time, like they sold, how much were they in, they're like $5 each in Rainbow Six Siege. I don't be paying $5 for a hero. If you give me a pack of 5, I'll pay $5. I'll do like $1 each. But like, come on, seriously? Alright, yeah, so there's that. I've already pre-ordered Battlefield 2042. Am I regretting it? Yes. So I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll cancel the pre-order and put the money on something else. We'll see.
Anything comes out.
Bloodborne or Demon Souls on Steam, I will.
Actually,
Bloodborne, Demon Souls on Steam.
do you want to talk about Steam?
Oh, yes. Well, it's further down the list.
I know, but we brought it up.
Yeah, okay, we brought it up. Look at this guy naturally just catching onto things. Yeah, so you want to tell people the news?
Steam is 18 years old now.
Steam is 18.
You can marry Steam. You
can marry Steam.
Really wanted to in Japan.
Is it legal in Japan? Can you? Oh, you
can marry robots.
You can marry body pillows in Japan. Yeah.
So, if you want to, you could marry Steam. It's at the consenting age, but it can't drink yet because it's an American citizen. It needs to wait until it's 21 to go out in the town.
Yep. So, and what has happened in its long 18-year-old life?
So much has happened. You know they just upgraded the download section.
Did they?
Yeah. Well, they updated. Sorry, and I read the update log, and they're like, we've improved it for it to be like. They're just saying how much they've changed it and made it more accessible, and they just did
Download section.
They did a recode. They just made it look prettier. Everything else is the exact same, positioning and layout. They just made it look more modern.
One thing good they did do, the point shop for when you buy games, how it's got you've got animated backgrounds for your thing, animated icons for your avatar. Love it. I think that's cool. Keep doing that. I have 100 and something thousand points. I know those are rookie numbers. I need to bump those numbers up, but they haven't had a sale yet, so...
They haven't had a good sale in a while, have they?
Yeah, I know.
But
on
Steam is the pioneer for online gaming.
Yep.
For digital downloads. Back in the day when Half-Life 2 came out and everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna download Steam. And it did look pretty gross back then with the green tinges and, only Valve games on it. And, I reckon poor Australians didn't have the ability to even download games back then.
Yep.
But
We had to buy them in store like a bunch of people.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they've done some good. They've developed the platform and everyone's kind of trying to catch up now.
Remember the codes? Yeah, you buy the game from the store and it came with a little code in it.
Yeah.
I actually unironically missed that because then you had a little box, you know.
Yeah, no, I still do that sometimes. I go to EB Games and they have like older PC games for like $5. I'll pick one up and then add to my clutter.
Then you lend, like back in the day, you'd lend the game to a mate, like, oh, the code's already used. Like, haha, sucked in. Just me? Okay. Yeah, so Steam's 18 years old.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Steam. Here's to another 1,000-year, you know, of being the only viable thing on computer game.
You know what? It's the one time Valve counted past 3.
Counter past 3.
Yeah. They made it to 18.
Yeah, but this is just the one platform, though.
True. We haven't heard Steam 2 yet.
If they did Steam 2...
Oh my gosh, it's Steam 2.
Steam 2.
Oh.
Copyright that right now. Copyright it. Steam 2.
Okay. I'll get onto it.
Alright. So, we talked about it before, so I don't really need to go over it, but we don't know if even Shad's going to keep this part in the video. We hope you do, Shad. Tripwire CEO fired for his stance on abortion law in Texas.
Yes. This is,
What does Tripwire do again? What games?
They did, ironically, Killing Floor.
That's what they call Planned Parenthood anyway.
Oh, the irony of that.
So, they did abortion floor, killing floor.
They had a whole bunch of other developers under them, and they all spoke out against the CEO.
Weak.
Like, it was a very, very big lash out.
To be fair, it's all these beta males working there like, oh, like, right to choose. You know, like, sounding like bloody Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Looking like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Sipping after Velma, who works across the hall. Who just fired a HR report against him because he accidentally looked at her a bit too long.
What is this story? You know,
this is just what happens when you work with women.
I just realised, Oz?
What?
So, you can't post... If you're, work for a company, you cannot post anything that goes against any of the SJW stuff now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll get fired.
Yes.
Especially in those industry spaces where, like, everyone's very pro-woke.
Yeah, unless you work here.
But interesting thing I just remembered is that Todd Howard has no social media.
The Dark Lord doesn't need social media.
Like-
All he needs is for you to buy Skyrim.
Have you seen his office as well?
No.
It's very much like Shad's with the whole like oak large table and big bookshelf behind him.
You know what's hidden behind that bookshelf? A sacrificial chamber. It's where he puts his goats and interns.
But no, like part of me is like, if I became a CEO of a company, I'd keep a Twitter and socials for stuff like what Shad does, which is just post out, hey, there's a new link so you get more reach for stuff. But I would not post any thoughts on anything. I would keep to myself.
What I would do is I would have a pseudonym, like
you'd have the...
Chad Biddington, I work for this game studio. It wouldn't be an actual employee. It'd just be a different name.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't fire the guy, but he would be the voice of all my tweets.
Oh my God.
So everyone was like, this guy, look at this guy over here. Oh, you know, with Reddit face. Anyway, that, you know, point at the Chad Biddington. Oh, look at what he said, the racist, the sexist, whatever thing on Twitter. And he wouldn't get fired. And underneath his pronouns in Twitter, it would say, I work for this what was my, oh yeah. Do you know my what's it called? My made up game studio name was Collision Playground. So that was a good one. He works for Collision Playground. It's not me saying it as the CEO. It's this lower employee.
You know, you just told everyone your game plan.
Yeah, who cares? If you want to steal it, go ahead. I'm not going to make a game studio. I work on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to have drive to do things like that. Anyway. I'm having a sugar rush, people. This is not Coke Zero.
No, it's not.
So, Halo Infinite Big Team Battle Flight is coming up. And the deadline ended today, I'm pretty sure. So that's... If you're watching this at 11 o'clock tonight, is when it's coming out. So if you're watching this immediately, it'll be 11 o'clock our time. You'll be 1 hour late. You basically have 1 hour to sign up for the Halo Infinite thing.
So go now.
So go now, right now. Pause the video, go do it now. If you want to play Big Team Battle, I'll be playing it, even though I don't like Halo Infinite so far. It plays too much like Destiny for my taste. But yeah. Are you going to play Halo Infinite?
Yeah, I got Game Pass. So I'll give it a crack.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. There's going to be no Forge at launch.
I'll go play Halo 5. Like,
Why?
I don't, but like...
Play Master Chief Collection. Halo 3.
I have. I played all that stuff. But like, as a fan, I feel like... It's like I watched The Rise of Skywalker because as a fan, I just had to bite the bullet and know it sucked.
Yeah.
Same with Halo 5. I feel like I just have to experience it and go... "Ugh," and then move on with my life. I haven't done it yet because I don't have the time to waste my life with those things, but... I probably will just play Infinite. I won't play Halo 5. I'll just skip that one.
You have played Halo 5 though, right?
I've played like 1 or 2 missions. I've never I played it.
I never played the campaign, but I played the multiplayer. Awful, hated it. I played through all of Halo 4.
So.
I wrote it into my suicide note just in case. I really hate I hate what 343 has done to Halo. The one good thing they've done to Halo is MCC on PC, and they brought it in because a bunch of modders got together and did a better game than they could ever do. And then they shut it down because it was very popular and free. So,
have you seen one of the original developers of Halo as recently? Because he's been redoing the Warthog.
Jason Statham? Or Joe Statham.
Yeah, redoing the Warthog and Mark 1 of Master Chief. He's just finished it, and he's laid it out now in Unreal, and he's got the big Halo as the skybox and trees, and I look at that and I just go, can he just like give him the Halo IP and just have him do whatever he wants with it?
Me?
No, not you.
Oh.
Him.
I'd like it.
I know you'd like it, but...
I'd do a good job. Everything that 343 did, retconned. Didn't exist, didn't happen.
You just start from Halo 4 again?
No, I'd start from... Halo 3 is the end of the Halo story.
So what would you do?
I'd do... the UNSC has to deal with insurrectionists taking over Forerunner technology and using it against the UNSC. That's what I'd do. Because the Covenant's done.
Would you ever go back to like...
Do
like
prequels?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I'd do Contact Harvest. It was a good book. Anyway, that's my Halo segment. Good way to wrap up. Do you have any more news?
Not really. I think that's mostly everything for today. Nothing, yeah. Lots of stuff has happened.
Thanks for joining us. This is Ben. No, this is the ghost of Ben. We don't know where he is. Oh, wait, no. This is too low. This is the ghost of Ben. Shad's in Canada. Still in Canada. We'll be back in a week.
Yep.
And then he'll be in quarantine for 2 weeks.
Is that confirmed?
Yes.
Okay.
He will be in quarantine. And yeah, so that's been Nightly News. So cheers to you. I drink to your honour and I drink to your safe health and to you not being an SJW, whoever's watching this. If you are, comment down below. You've been very talkative recently.
He's setting a trap for you. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I'm just going to read the comments and laugh. I do read the comments.
We all do.
Usually I just press Control F, Oz.
Yeah.
So if you want your comment to be read by me, just put Oz anywhere in it, because I'll Control F it.
And we know, because random people do click on these videos and they have no idea who we are. And they watch it and they usually get mad about stuff.
Yeah.
And guys, you need to look into the context, look at the channel, look at...
People mad on the internet?
Yeah. And they just... Someone says something and they get mad. And then they write an angry comment, and then they go away. And it's like, we ignore it because we know that they have no idea who we are.
Yeah, but just to be clear, I do read them.
Yeah.
So leave your insults, your best jokes. How old did you turn today? You know, that might be a bit too forward.
No.
What's your address?
You know what?
Comments down below. I am Oz. Just remember that for the comment if you want it read.
Yeah, and I'm Nathan. And Yeah.
We're the game nights, right?
We're the game nights.
Game nights, yeah, okay.
And if you like this video, Oz, they should head over and buy your shirt,
Yep.
your hoodie, or any other merch that we have on Shad's merch store. Because we've got some good stuff there.
Where does it say Team Oz, Nathan?
Other side.
Other side. I thought you took it off. Okay.
There we...
Team Oz, people. Team Oz. Team Oz.
There's other stuff too. This isn't your thing. There's other shirts
There's
available.
the stick shirt that you
Yeah,
did.
there's
That
the
was a
stick
great shirt.
Yeah, little pixely art stick shirt.
Yep, good work. And yeah, so
I'll grab my drink. Okay.
cheers.
We wish you all good night.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Good night.